Hello friends, welcome to a new video of logarithm. This ongoing series of logarithm also consists of last video in which I had taught you that the basic part mainly where I taught you to learn to read the logs and which things we should keep in mind while solving logarithm and about prime numbers, and I had taken few examples, and I had also told you about the properties of log. But in this lecture we are mainly going to focus on properties of log and how can we solve how can we use them in solving our logarithms. We would take at least 1 to 2 example of each property. So hope you'll enjoy this video. Let us start. So our very first property is, so before going to the properties, first I would like to tell you that in logarithm, in the last video also I had told you that in logarithm we do not possess any formulas, we just possess properties. These properties are only those formulas, but they are renamed here as properties. So our very first property is log m, log bracket m into n. So now how will we write them? Mainly, if it is a kind of arithmetic progression, we would have written it as log m into log n, but not here. Here we will write them as log m plus log n. So here I think you have noted something, that log m into n has been converted into log m plus n. So what do you think will happen to log m upon n? Hope so you would have guessed it correctly. It would become log m minus log n. See, these are few key points which would help you out to learn these properties. These properties are very easy but large in numbers, so you would need some tricks which can help you out to learn these properties. So these are few tricks, that multiplication would be converted to addition and division would be converted to subtraction. So these are few properties, these are few ways through which you can learn these properties. So our third property is log m raised to n. So we will write it as this n is not the number, nor this m is the base. I think you would have misunderstood, but here none, at none place the base is given. This is m raised to n. So what would happen? This n would come in front and it would become n log m with the space of the base left alone. So now moving forward, coming to the fourth property, we have log a to the base a. So in the last video I had told you that if here at the number space and place at the basis place, if the numbers are same, then we would write them as 1. So therefore log a to the base a would become 1. And now coming to the fifth one, we have written it as if log x to the base y equals to z, then there's a change which says that x equals to y raised to z, which means that if log x to the base y equals to z, then x equals to y raised to z. Now moving forward, we have our sixth property, which is log 1 equals to 0. See, this is a condition where I'll give you a few more examples, that if for example if we have written, suppose log 1 to the base 50, we have at the numbers place we have 1, then also we would write it as 0. Second example, log 1 to the base, take any number, say I said take 23, it would also equal to 0. Log 1 to the base 2, it would also equal to 0. So means at numbers place, if 1 is there, then let base be any number, it would always equal to 0. So hope till here you would have understood. So now, hoping that you would have understood, I move forward to our some special properties. See, these special properties I have written because these are a bit difficult. Not the first one, but the next ones, because we have got exponential in this and others also. So these are a bit hard to learn, but I think you would get them very easily. So first is our change of base property. I'll write its algorithm. It is log m to the base n. See, I have taken just an example. It can be any number. It can be log 5 to the base 2 or log 100 to the base 4. Anything it can be. So its answer would be log m upon log n. So what it means to say that if you have a number, for example, log 4 to the base 2, then we will write it as log 4 upon log 2. So its answer would be 4 upon 2 is 2. So that's what it meant to say. Means log m to the base n is log m upon log n. See, I would like to speak about this change of base property. It says that here in this change of base property, we will select base according to the question, but one thing we have to always keep in mind, that in the numerator and denominator bases are same. See, for example, you have here we have taken a log 4 and log 2, but we have not taken any base over here. So since we have not taken any base, so then we will consider them as we will consider them to be equal. So now moving forward, we have our next special property, which is log m to the base n. So this we will write it as 1 upon log m log n to the base m. See how it changed, that here it was in the numerator and here it went into the denominator, but what change was, this number came here and this base went to the numbers position. So this was also a change. It was also a property which you can use while solving logarithms. Our very next property is e raised to log e x. Now you would be thinking, what is e? I'll tell you. E means exponential and its value is somewhat 2.7, it was something 2.182. so this e is exponential, and we can use only this formula if here the coefficient is 1. If it is more or less than 1, then we can't use this formula. So this formula says that e log x to the base e is equal to x, means this whole equals to x. Therefore the condition is given that here 1 should be present. So our next example is log x to the base y raised to z. See how I read it, log x to the base y raised to z. Now we would write it as, this z would go here and it would become 1 upon z. 1 upon z log x to the base y. See how it happened. This z come here and it becomes 1 upon z. And if the same z would have been here, then this would have gone in front and would have just been z and not 1 upon z. So hope you would have understood these properties. Now we'll see the definition of logarithm. Now friends, we are going to see the definition of logarithm. See, we have till now covered the properties and how can we read and which are things to be kept in mind while solving logarithm. But now we are going to see the definition of logarithm. So I'll explain it to you with the help of examples and not specific words, because learning with specific words is a bit harder as compared to learning with the help of examples. So here I'll take one example, which is log x to the base y. Now I will explain you or give you some specific points of logarithm, that which are the conditions which should be applied if we are considering some given number to be a log. First, the very first thing that we should consider is that this x should be more than 0. Listen students, this is a very important topic which I am explaining to you, that this x should be bigger than 0. It can be any positive number. I said it can be any positive number. Say called it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or any number, but it can't it would be correct, but it can't be -1, -2, -3. If we'll write it so, or if it's given so, it is wrong. We can't find its log. And the second condition is about its base y, this y. The condition says that if the y should also be bigger than 0. What I said, y should be bigger than 0, but it can be any number, but not, y will not equal to 1. It can't be 1, it can be any number. It can also be negative, but it can't be 1. But since it's given that y is bigger than 0, so leaving all the negative numbers 0 and 1, it can be any number, say called 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on till infinity. It can be any number, it would be correct, but it can't be 0, 1 or -1, -2. These are the few conditions which should be followed while regarding anything as logarithm, or while classifying between logarithms and non-logarithms. Now I would like to speak a few points about it. See, there are few points to be noted, which are that we can't find log of negative numbers. See, if it's given that we'll draw a line over here. It's not much straight, but still efforts are efforts. See, we can't find log of negative numbers, means we can't find, if it's given as log, find log of -4, then we can't find, it's not possible to find log of -4, as it is given that this number should be bigger than 0 and it can be any positive number. We can even find the log of 1, but it's not possible to find the log of 0 or minus or negative numbers, as it's the condition given by them. And the second point is that if the base is negative, that if this y is negative, then also finding the log is not possible, as in the second condition also says that y should be bigger than 0 and 1. See, it is given that we can't find log of negative numbers, but an exception is given for 1. Although 1 is a positive number, but we can't find its log as the condition says so. And the international councils which have proven this also have listed these guidelines that we can't find logarithm of if it's in the base, if it's in the base 1, and if it's in here number, we can find the log of 1, 2, 3 till infinity, but it doesn't happen in base. In base we can't find log of neither 0 nor 1 nor minus and so on till infinity, minus infinity I would like to say, and in positive numbers we can find it. So now next point is, if any number here at the position of x is less than 1, say called here we have written log of 0.5, then we will consider it to be negative. See, it's the miniature sign of negative. We will consider it to be negative. If it's log 0.6, 0.7, if it's in points 0.01, then also we would consider it to be negative. And if and one exception is there, if the base is also less than 1, then also it will be negative, although we don't find we don't get logs of bases being lesser than 1. So now I would like to solve a few questions, but before that let us learn a few concepts about values of log. I would draw a line here. Solving the paper, saving the paper. So hope you would have done this also many times. Saving the paper is very important. So now few concepts about value of log. Concept about value of log. So first I would give you 4 conditions. You will have to comment me down in the comment section that what would be their answer. I would tell you their answer in a minute or so, but you go and comment there down, show your participation. From that I would also understand that whether you are understanding or not what I am trying to teach you. So here we would write log 1 to the base 2, second log 2 to the base 2, third log 4 to the base 2, and fourth log 8 to the base 2. So what do you think its answer would be? Just go down and comment in the comment section. Its answer would be 0, as in the while I was telling you that concept beforehand, I told you that if here 1 is there and here base, let it be anything, it would be 0. What do you think about this too? I had also told you that property that log a to the base a is always 1. This one, it would become, we would first convert it into prime numbers. Log 2 square to the base 2, this 2 will come in front, it would become 2 log 2 to the base 2, and this 2 in this we will consider to be 1, and so the answer would be 2. Now this fourth one, log 2 raised to 3 means 2 cube, which is equal to 8, and to the base 2, this 3 will come in front, we'll write it as log 2 to the base 2, and since the number and the base is same, hence it will be 1, therefore 3 into 1 equals to 3. So today we understood that no, from this example we understood that the bigger the number and bigger the log, means if the number is 1, log is 0, number is 2, log is 1, number is 4, log is 2, number is 8, log is 3. One more thing to be noted, log also depends on the base. Since all the bases are same, hence the numbers are in increasing order. If here 3 would have been there, then the answer would be somewhat different. And one more thing, that if the base is same, then only this can take place, otherwise value or concept value will change depending on how much is the base. So friends, one more thing I would like to extend to you all, that if in any question no base is given, then by default it is represented as small e. I had told you beforehand only that e means exponential and is its value is somewhat 2.7182. Then if base is not given, say if it is if the question is given as log 5 and its base is not given, then the base is automatically considered to be e. So hope you would have understood something from this video, and hope this video would have been some to for some help to you all. And one more thing I would like to tell you, that in the upcoming part I'm just going to solve the questions. This part has also been explained in short in the previous video, which was about the basics of the logarithms. There I have tried to explain it very nicely. So our coming video would be about question solving, and I tell you it would be out in in a day or so. So hope you liked this video. Please do like our video, share this video with your family and friends, and also subscribe the channel. Your one like also motivates us, your one subscribe also motivates us to make new videos like this, which can help you out with your problems. My video would be out soon, so hope that helps you out. Thanks for watching, and as always, God bless you all. Bye bye.